This surprise coalition win, I think, means has brought some stability into the economy, and in particular to small business owners. Some of the proposals by the Labor government was going to bring about some enormous changes, in particular to capital gains tax, negative gearing and the franking credit regime, and this had the potential, whether you argue whether they were good or bad, had the potential to have some significant changes both to the economy and to those affected. I think overall this coalition win has meant that we as a society in business can expect ongoing stability. Whilst the coalition still has some work to do in relation to ensuring that the economy continues to trickle along at a reasonable pace, because there are signs that it is slowing slightly, but it is my belief what they have proposed and setting out to do should ensure that the economy should continue to operate in a pretty effective environment for most small business owners. I think the main beneficiaries, given the result of the election, once again are two significant groups: small business owners and individuals. I think small business owners have been will be a beneficiary of this coalition win in terms of the small business write-offs that have been promised and now in a position to be delivered. So small business owners can expend up to $30,000 on an asset purchase and have the ability to write that off. So that is a significant tax-driven incentive for business owners. And for those who aren't aware of it, I sincerely suggest that you do get some information in relation to the latest small business write-offs, because they are significant and they can mean enormous tax savings for your business. Individuals will also be beneficiaries because of the latest tax cuts that have been announced. Both the Labor and the Liberal parties were sort of throwing around tax cuts for individuals. Now that the coalition has won power, they shouldn't have too much difficulty ensuring that they are passed. So the mums and dads of this world who are working will certainly reap the benefits. There are two significant areas that small business owners should be working on at the moment. One is to take advantage of the small business write-off. You should be, all business owners should be looking at what assets they either may require or should be replaced over the next 12 to 18 months, because please bear in mind these latest changes, whilst they take into effect now and we can take advantage of them prior to 30th of June, they have been extended for next year, but there is no further extension beyond 30 June 2020. So business owners should be looking at what assets they should be either replacing or adding to their business. Individuals and business owners should be, at this point in time, being that we are approaching or rapidly approaching the end of the financial year, is looking at the superannuation regime and see how they can maximise their deductibility based on the new rules that came about some 12 or 18 months ago. During the campaign, both the Coalition and the Labor Party were throwing around enormous incentives to both individuals and small business owners. Given that the Coalition has won the election and they have a majority, they should be in a position to be able to pass the majority of the benefits that they announced at the election. This always has a very positive effect on the economy, given that we are that the coalition has retained power, and given my belief that stability should remain within the economy, given that we have the status quo, I think that the changes, if they are passed through the legislation, will have the effect of stimulating the economy, and the small to medium term future economically should be quite sound for everybody, including small business owners. Proposed tax cuts generally will put more money in the hands of individuals and business owners. This will then inevitably find its way back into the economy through additional spending, and from an economic point of view, this has the effect, a positive effect on the economy, and once again should stimulate the economy in the next 12 to 18 months.